I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, no, you go, go, go.
You were talking about creativity earlier, and there's this book that I've been reading. It's called Thinking Fast and Slow. I don't know if you've read it. It's like this.
I love that title.
Yeah, it's really good. It's all about like the mind, how we think, why we make certain decisions, and it's made
Mhm.
by this guy named Daniel Kahneman, and he's like this Israeli professor at Princeton, and he defines creativity as an associative memory that works exceptionally well. So like when you're playing video games for nonstop for like 8 hours, your associative memory is just like, oh, me shooting this guy in Fortnite, or I'm not trying to call it a specific game or anything, but like your associative memory is limited because you're just doing one thing, or you're just exploring the same avenue that you've done maybe 100 times already. So
Right.
I think that's where it comes in, where like where you're depleting your creativity almost.
Right, right. And like I said, creativity and learning go hand in hand. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're not learning or creating.
Exactly.
Um, and yeah, I think I you can't expect everyone to have that like same priority or desire, but I think also, you know, given the rarity of people who have time or put in the energy to live a creative life as adults, it's hard to instill that in children. Like, um, how could you tell your kids to not be on their screen all day when you are, Um, so, that it's understandable. Like, we got to grind, like, work is online now, but there's other sacrifices that I feel like we can make that, can at least alleviate that overwhelming domination of screen time. But who knows? Like, that's partially why, like, I think virtual reality is gonna hit once like the production cost goes down. Um, it's gonna be in every home. It's gonna be like having another form of a screen, but it's just gonna be like 3D. That's gonna be interesting, but there's gonna be more grave consequences to going too far into that because it's not gonna just be a screen that you're on. It's gonna be a screen that you're in, and it could consume your world. So it's something to keep in mind.